Imagine this. It's the dead of winter in Wyoming. The temperature is 50 below zero. Your truck, the only machine keeping your ranch alive, just died. And Dodge, they gave you nothing. No fix, no solution, no help. Most people would give up right there. But this rancher didn't. Instead, he did something so strange, so unexpected, that engineers at Dodge didn't even think it was possible. And it didn't just fix his truck, it saved his entire ranch. This is that story. If you want more stories like this, real machines, real solutions, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell now. Wyoming is not a place for the weak. Out there, the land is massive and the winters are brutal. The nearest auto parts store? It could be 2 hours away through a ground blizzard. For ranchers living in rural Wyoming, a truck is not just a vehicle. It is their lifeline. Without it, you cannot feed your cattle. In the winter of 1979, temperatures dropped to 60 below. Ranchers were breaking ice just to survive. But then, something changed. Fuel prices started climbing. The oil crisis had shaken the nation. For a regular city driver, this was annoying. For a rancher in Wyoming, this was a disaster. A ranch truck doesn't drive a few miles a day like a regular car. It runs constantly, hauling hay, carrying tools, going up and down rough mountain roads every single day of the week. The fuel bill was enormous. Our rancher did the math, and the numbers were terrifying. He wasn't just losing money. He was slowly losing everything he had built on this land. And his Dodge truck, that big, loud, gasoline-powered machine, was burning fuel like it had no tomorrow. He went to the dealership. He talked to mechanics. But nobody had a real solution for him. So he started thinking differently. Diesel engines were already common in big farm equipment. Diesel fuel was cheaper. The engines lasted longer. They gave the power needed for heavy loads. But putting a diesel engine into a pickup truck in 1980? That was almost unheard of. Our rancher wasn't looking for easy. He was looking for survival. He started researching. He talked to old farmers and mechanics. He studied tractor engines. He looked at diesel motors used in industrial equipment. And slowly, a crazy idea started forming in his mind. What if he pulled out the gasoline engine from his Dodge truck and dropped in a diesel engine instead? Most people he told this to laughed at him. They said it couldn't be done. They said the truck wasn't designed for it. He listened to all of them, and then he went ahead and did it anyway, out of pure grit. First, he found the engine, a used industrial diesel motor built for tough, long-running work. Then came the hard part. The engine mounts didn't match. The cooling system had to be rebuilt. The fuel lines needed replacement. The transmission had to be adjusted for a different power curve. There were weeks where nothing worked, weeks where he questioned everything he was doing. But he kept going. He fabricated custom brackets by hand. He modified the entire radiator system. He modified the radiator. He rerouted the exhaust system out the side to keep the heat away from the cab. And one cold Wyoming morning, that diesel engine finally turned over. It wasn't a purr. It clattered and knocked like a tank. It shook the whole truck, but it ran strong. The difference was immediate. Where the V8 burned through fuel, the diesel sipped it steadily. His fuel costs dropped by a huge margin. It changed everything about his ranch's finances. The diesel also gave him incredible pulling power at low speeds. Hauling hay became effortless. Climbing steep roads with a full load was possible without the engine even straining. And the engine? That industrial diesel just kept running. Month after month, year after year, while his neighbors were replacing gasoline engines, dealing with breakdowns, and complaining about fuel bills, this rancher's converted Dodge just kept going. This rancher did this years before Dodge officially introduced the legendary Cummins diesel engine into the Ram pickup in 1989. That 1989 Cummins partnership changed the truck industry forever. It proved that a true diesel truck could dominate the American work truck market. But before Dodge figured that out officially, one Wyoming rancher had already figured it out himself. On his own, with his own hands, out of pure survival instinct. He didn't wait for a corporation to solve his problem. Somewhere today there are trucks still running because someone once had the courage to try something that nobody said would work. That is the power of real American ingenuity. The fuel crisis didn't break him. Dodge's limitations didn't stop him. He found a way. Would you have attempted this conversion? Let us know in the comments. Hit subscribe for more.